In this episode of Rush Outdoors, we are hunting whitetails in New Jersey and New York, plus member footage with Rush Uncut.
He's going home to New York.
That's a nice buck.
Nice New York buck down.
What a stud.
Got a really nice buck.
What a beauty.
Really thankful.
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Andrus. Beautiful morning here. Gonna get some pre-hunt reps in with a bow. Let's get ready. Hey, well, I'm gonna get at it. Why don't you join Pro Staffer Joe Pio in Jersey, hunting out of his Maverick.
All right, we're in one of my favorite spots in South Jersey. I'm in a Maverick, elevated Maverick, 6-shooter, on the south side of this nice property I have. Some north wind. There's a little bit of woods behind me, and then it goes to water. This is a baited set. We're out of bait here in New Jersey. And this is the last day of 6-day firearm. So I got the CVA here, and I'm hoping one of my bucks are going to come in and feed. And I got a cover here that's been telling me no bucks have been coming in here. It's been pretty tough. Does and fawns, so hopefully they bring a straggler in. I got in really quiet. There's a road that comes through here that it was hit with the leaf blower. I could walk 700 yards totally silent. The last 50, I got to come through some leaves, and I had every deer in the county snorting at me, running away, heading down into the cedar swamp. So the damage is done. They're going to make me pay. So I'm going to sit here till about 10 o'clock. We'll see what shows up, but I alerted everything. The covert sitting here had 0 pictures. I had a granola bar and some milk this morning, and 0 pictures of deer here. So I figured they're all in the ag fields. I could sneak in quietly and get set up and wait for them to work their way back in. But when I got here, there's probably 10 deer here, and they're all snorting and crashing through the leaves down into the cedar swamp, and not ideal. But it's the last day of this season, so I gotta get out. Just chilling in the blind. I actually had my neck pillow on. Kicked back in my chair, trying to get some sleep, and I was like, you know what? I just had a feeling that I had a deer moving at first light. So I opened up the window real slow, and there's a buck standing there eating. I waited a little bit, waited for the sun to come up a little bit more. He was quartering hard towards me, but he was getting kind of spooky. I thought he was going to run, so I took the quartering towards shot. He's only 25 yards away, so lined everything up on the edge of the front shoulder to drive that ELR deep into his body. And there was so much smoke, and there's a slight north breeze, so it blew all the smoke right back into this Maverick. And I have a feeling which way he went, but I can't be sure because I couldn't see anything. So I'm just waiting for the sun to break the horizon, and we'll get down and take a look. We are down on the ground. I just changed the batteries in my covert that watches over this beat. So I just changed the batteries in that. We're gonna look for first sign. Hopefully we got some good blood to follow. Well, I didn't find a drop of blood, but I can see a chin. No idea which direction he went because of the smoke. He went like 30 yards. All right. Nice buck with my CVA. Not a picture perfect deer hunt. Came in way early, but it was shooting light. Just waiting for the sun to come up over the trees. And I can see I had a decent rack, so I decided to take him the last day of the season. I haven't had a buck on this camera in weeks, so it was time to do so. Made some smoke in the Maverick, and here we are. Another South Jersey buck.
Hey Joe, great hunt.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Discover Tug Hill. Our backyard, your adventure.
The sights and sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
Our time spent in the outdoors is building stories. Stories that last long after the hunt. The Maverick XL is part of that story. The lightweight, two-piece design makes the Maverick a leader in portability, but still tough enough to handle any season. True 360-degree viewing means more opportunities to take your shot. Customize it your way or use the Maverick Next Level platform system. Your hunt, your way, your story. That's Maverick Hunting.
Introducing the revolutionary Umarex Complete NCR, the first PCP air rifle powered by the new high-pressure nitro air power cartridge, delivering more power, more impact, and more precision at a greater distance, shot after consistent shot. The Complete is the perfect companion from the backyard to the backcountry. The revolutionary Umarex Complete nitrogen cartridge rifle. Harness the power of air.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Hunting, Bear Archery, Umarex Air Guns, the New York Sportsman's Expo, Niagara Falls, USA, CVA, Whitewater Fishing Apparel, Scent Lock, Nocturnal Lighted Knots, Mudd's Boots, Block Targets, Trophy Ridge, and these fine sponsors.
Okay, up next, Pro Stamper Keith Bartholomew, hunting on New York, doing a little doe management.
Well, all right, we just got nestled into the pop-up ground blind here. I'm on a lease that I acquired, and I haven't had very good luck. It's been really slow. I put a domain food plot in. It's Wingman, late season, just for this occasion, late in the season. Got 2 days left of our firearm season here, so looking for a doe. Just, I don't think we'll see a buck, but if a doe comes out, I'd really like to shoot a nice doe. So we're gonna stick it out here. I'll show you around. There's not much to look at. It's just basically I'm just looking over a field, and we'll see what happens here. she mule kicked there. So I'm pretty hopeful we got a pretty good shot on her. Standing right in the wingman food plot there, and I got 4 jotes too. I planted in the middle. They're pretty much gone, but there was 5 or 6 deer out here. There was 3 button bucks, and then the 2 big mature does come out up in the upper field there. The landowner's been after me to shoot some deer in here, so I think we might have one down here. We'll get out and go look and see what we got. I got to check a couple cameras down that way, and I got a climber tree stand I want to pull anyway, so maybe we can drive down into the field and retrieve the deer and my tree stand. Tomorrow's the last day of this gun season here, and I'm hoping that maybe we got one down here on with the rifle. It's been a really long season, slow, really slow. I think that's the 3rd doe I've seen all season long, and thankfully they came out early enough tonight and was able to, I'm thinking, make a really good shot. So we will see what we got here in a little bit. The old CVA. Got the old 6.5 Creedmoor. My cartridges right here that I expelled. So we're on the board. I hope here for a doe. Still looking for a buck. Got a muzzleloader tag and a rifle tag here. By the time today is over, I won't have much time to hunt today for a buck, I don't believe, unless I kill one tracking the stow. And we'll just hope that tomorrow brings a nice buck for us here, because that's going to be our last day of the rifle season. So 6.5 Creedmoor got her done. Let's see what we got for blood down here. Probably about a 100-yard shot. Right there. Bang. Oh, there she is right out there. I see her dead. Way out there. Alright. Alright guys, finally got one on the new lease here. We put in a domain wingman food plot and 4 jotes, and it really came in good. So it really helped late season here for these older doe to come in. There was 6 deer I think come in the plot, 3 button bucks, and then these other 2 big mature does stood together here. Was able to take the biggest one, I believe, and were able to make a good clean shot. She only went about 40 yards here and piled up. So very good hunt here, second to the last day of New York in firearm season. So one more day to get my buck. Still looking for a buck. So we're gonna get her tagged up, and we're gonna get out of here. So nice to have it done before dark. Got about another hour before dark, prime time right now. So they came out early. They wanted something to eat. It's going to storm, so they moved. I've heard a lot of gunshots since I've been out here for about 3 hours now. But we got her done in New York.
Hey Keith, congratulations. That's a great looking doe right there.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Woodboat Brewery, Steel, Muzzy Broadheads, Old Man Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, Domain Food Plot Seed and Attractants, Hunter Safety Systems, Vortex Optics, Quaker Boy, International Wildlife Crime Stoppers, and these fine sponsors.
Okay, up next, our very own Brian Kirby, our editor, doing some turkey hunting on my lease. Wait, my lease.
Good morning, May 19th. I'm over here at Tim's lease. It's about 7 in the morning. About a week ago, we were in here setting up Tim's Maverick blind, and I overheard gobbling in the distance. And so he's like, get in and get after that bird. And so here I am. I already hunted here a few days ago, didn't see anything. Been busy, so I'm back at it. All the intel's been saying later morning is when the birds finally hit this field, so I got in here at 7 a.m., got to sleep in a little bit. Hopefully we see some birds. Honestly, I'm just looking for a beard. If it's a Jake, whatever. I just want to bring some turkey meat home and have a good hunt, so we're going to sit tight, get quiet, and hopefully we see some action.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. CVA 410 dropped off on those tracks. Heck yeah. Oh, nothing crazy. But we got ourselves a legal bird here in New York State. And that's all we could ask for. Yeah. This is freaking awesome. I've never seen a bearded hen in the woods. This is the first time I've ever seen one. And the hunt was pretty cool. You know, no gobbles. It was a late morning hunt, and I just pretty much was calling every 15 minutes to half hour. And I looked up, and she came in quiet, went straight for my hen decoy, was working around, and you know what? I was like, this is kind of a cool thing that you don't get to see often here in New York, and it's a legal bird, so I took my shot. CVA 410 did its job at 30 yards, so I'm super stoked about that. And to be honest, it's kind of a cool experience. To me, turkey hunting is not about trophies and it has to be a big, mature, long beard or whatever like that. As long as it's a legal bird and my heart's pumping and I'm bringing meat home to the family, I call it a win.
Hey Brian, that was a great hunt with a unique turkey. Okay, now it's time for this week's Runnings Rundown, brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. This week we're going to talk about optics, such as Vortex optics, specifically binoculars. Vortex has a large selection of binoculars to fit everyone's budget and needs. These binoculars are hardworking, they're rugged, but if something goes wrong, remember the VIP warranty. Very important promise. If they can't fix it, they'll replace it. No questions asked. So remember, if you're in the field, on the boat, at a sporting event, Vortex is a pair of binoculars for you. And that's this week's Runnings Rundown.
With beer as crisp as the water of the St. Lawrence River and as robust as the mahogany boats that travel its waterways, the Woodboat Brewery crafts fresh, flavorful brews that capture the beauty and pleasure of this great river. We pair our hops-rich beauties with wood oven pizza handmade from fresh local ingredients. We're open year-round at our centrally located brewery, so come. No matter the season, there are always good times at the Woodboat Brewery.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine vacation destinations. Join us for a relaxing day on shore or have an exciting day on the water. Black Lake offers fishing for serious anglers and those looking to create lifelong memories with the family. Stay at the lake at one of our many cottages and campgrounds. For more information, go to blacklakeny.com.
This is a membership portion of our show where you, the viewer, can submit your footage and have it air right here on our TV show.
Yes, look at this look.
He is great.
Love you.
Love you too.
We just got it done, baby, right here.
My first black bear, you saw it here in Rush Outdoors.
You want to see yourself on TV hunting and fishing? Join Rush Uncut. It's a lot easier than wrestling alligators.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Moby Dick Charters of Henderson Harbor, New York.
I'm Briar. This is my dad, Norm. Welcome to Rush Uncut. We're here at the Woodboat Brewery in Clayton, New York, in the beautiful Thousand Islands.
Rush Uncut is a segment of our show, Rush Outdoors, where you, the viewer, can submit your footage and we'll air it right on TV.
Dad, who's next?
Briar, up next is Marshall Mortensen, son of the great Ryan Mortensen, field staff for Rush Outdoors. They're in Wisconsin chasing some longbeards.
You got the one right here.
Ready? Shoot.
No. Hold on.
Shoot.
Hold on. Dad, it's behind it.
Shoot. Shoot the back one.
No. Let's go.
It is the opening morning of Youth Turkey Hunt here in Wisconsin. It is April 12th, and we had a crazy morning. Both boys got their own little 410 guns here, and we had 7 toms fly down on this field here, and 3 of them, one came through, and 3 of them came through at the same time. Waddell couldn't get his gun on. We were trying to double up, but it just wasn't panning out. They backsided the blind on us, and this is roughly 30-35 yards, and Marshall put the smack down on a dandy double bearded bird. He's got one that's probably 9-10 inches, and the second one here is about 5-6 inches. So in spurs on him, heck of a bird, good job. It wasn't supposed to be your year to shoot first, but that's just the way it happened, and Waddell gave me a go ahead. He goes, "Go Marshall, shoot him."
That was awesome. Where do we find those guys?
Briar, I have no idea, but I'm glad we have them. These guys are off the hook.
Hey, if you want to sign up, go to rushoutdoors.com and click on the Uncut logo and sign up.
Or you can go to the great New York Sportsman's Expo at the fairgrounds in Syracuse every year in January. Go to the Rush Outdoor booth, and any one of the guys will help you sign up.
I don't know about you, but I could go for some pizza and a beer. You want to go in?
Amen. And don't forget to Rush Outdoors
with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Sea Deck of Western New York, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, JP Builders, Peak Performance Labradors, Coyote Eyewear, Case Marina, Iron Skillet Seasonings, IBEW 43 and IBEW 1249.
Okay, time to get showered up and head to the woods. Looking for a guy like this maybe tonight, maybe a little bit bigger. From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Anders. We'll see you out in the woods. 3 pro staffers. Sorry, I freaking had the brain clamp there.
We're here at the...
I'm guessing I'm footing the bill. Boop.
What was it?
That'll make the bloopers.